person. This is not a good environment for you. And I know people are going to be like, oh my God,
Allen's going in.
you're being mean to her.
Allen's going in on April Lauren. I'm literally watching his live stream. I go back and catch up on it later. April Lauren is back. She had gastro bypass surgery. She had some of her stomach cut out, removed, intestine, whatever the fuck that procedure pertains. I'm mainly going in and kind of do some of the gastro tract and the actual stomach, but whatever. That's that Dr. Now shit. I ain't getting involved. Now you guys go check out Alan Roberts. If you're a weak-minded motherfucker, don't go over there, all right? Because you think I'm blunt. I'm blunt, but he's blunt. Put it that fucking way. This is my deadlifting video that I meant to upload last week. I got to it this past Saturday. I'm currently filming this week. Last week of resistance training with barbells and cable machines. I'm going to the gym today and maybe tomorrow. I'm going to try to do everything today. It's going to be a lot of volume. I'm doing upper, lower, and back. I'm going to pick 2 exercises each to target those particular muscle groups. And then next week is my deload for the whole month. But next week I'm doing dumbbell work for mainly stabilizing purposes and a lot of cardio. And then the following week is just active recovery, off, get stuff did around the house, maybe give you guys some content, basic shit. I'm also going to be traveling next week. I'm going to be going to North Carolina, Tennessee, Texas. I'm doing like 3,000 miles worth of travel starting next week, Friday. So the following week, I'm going to be pretty much off, going from state to state to state to state to state. So that week will mainly be just active recovery, cardio where I can get it in, no biggie. Then when I get back here the following week after that, it's back to dumbbell work again. Like I say, taking it easy. I'm going to be doing my cut, so nothing crazy. And then the last week before July rolls in, it's going to be another active recovery week where I'm pretty much going to be getting shit done around the house. Like I say, trying to bring you guys content when I can. And doing the basic stuff. So that's the layout for the month of June. And then July, we'll start back with the compound list. I'm going to see how strong I have became since I'll be taking a month off from doing barbells and cable work. So, I'm going to be seeing if I'm not really testing my 1 rep max, but just to see if my recovery and the way I've been doing things is going to steadily be progressing. Still doing the same weight that I'm doing as of right now, but trying to see if I can add the number of reps with the same amount of weight to get to the goals that I'm trying to get to before I up the fucking weight. So it's going to be interesting. I'm very happy with the results of this past week of training. Especially what I did earlier this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, was upper and lower body respectively. I did real well on the bench, doing the sets that I was doing with the weight that I was working with, as well as the squat. So everything's going the right way. You won't see those videos until next week. It's gonna be one review video, gonna be like maybe an hour and a half long, detailing each day and the progress that comes along. Live stream update before we get into this. For those of you that's wondering, live stream will be happening. It's going to probably be either between today or Sunday. If not, Monday be worst case scenario. A plethora of things that I'm going to cover. Matter of fact, I took a screenshot. I put it in my Discord. There are a lot of things I'm going to cover in the live stream. Bear with me. In the live stream, we're going to be talking about Diddy, Alex Eubank, Connor Murphy, Leon Longevity, Greg Doucette, of course, is still bitching. The Rock and his lies about going to In-N-Out Burger and shit like that. The King and Queen of the Ring, the Trump Stormy Daniel hush money verdict that just came out here yesterday. The government as a whole, my visit to Destin, Florida. I got to put all the video stuff together for that still. X-Men 97, the Lizzo South Park roast, and my reaction to some police videos. I gotta pick the ones out that I want to react to still, and download them so I won't get the age restriction thing that YouTube does, so you can't even stream it. So, and then of course my members that's subscribed to the channel, there's only a couple of them, and I appreciate them. They'll be getting some heads up videos before you guys be able to see them pertaining to some of the police videos, as well as some other things that I want to talk about that might not be up everybody's cake, but it'll be for the members that really want to see some diehard shit that I really want to talk about. Anime, and of course some fitness. So it's going to be a pretty lengthy stream. It's going to be somewhere between 2 and 3 hours to cover all those topics. It will be an open mic discussion. I'm going to try to do it through Streamlabs. OBS works well. I'm in OBS right now doing this. I'm still learning Streamlabs. Streamlabs, I know people say I should have got StreamYard, but with Streamlabs, I get a lot more different designs and things to do. It's a little bit more in your window, so to say. It's not too overly complicated. It's just Streamlabs run a little bit wonky on my system. OBS runs fine. Streamlabs sometimes, nah. So I'm actually in OBS using Streamlabs, but I'm going to try to use Streamlabs for this upcoming live stream. Unless you join the Discord, you won't be able to be on the open mic unless I put the Discord link into the chat. Then you got to go through the Discord and wait 10 minutes just to get on. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of topics. I know a lot of people want to get into that topics. So it's going to be an interesting stream. So sometime between today and Monday at the latest, it will be a live stream. Just be on the lookout for it. That's why I haven't been making a lot of content. I'm saving all of that shit for the live stream so I can give the people a chance to respond back in real time as I voice my opinions about things. So without further ado, this was the deadlifting session. I did some cardio after the deadlifting session, but you guys didn't see that because I took my wife and my kids to the park, and my wife is a type of individual. She don't like to be all on video and stuff, so I didn't want to film and make her uncomfortable. So full disclosure, after I did my workout at the house, we did go to the park and we did some cardio and stuff like that. Park family time, and I'm not the type of person that just want to put a camera in my family's face. When I usually do content, it's mainly me. But of course, if my kids are around, I'm doing some, and just me and them, and not so much the missus, then the kids get in there. My wife type person, she don't want to be in the camera, and I don't blame her. I can't go around just keep a camera in my face 24/7 either. So it's one of those things. Not saying that you won't see her on camera eventually. Those of you that got that's friends on my Facebook, and listen, I'm gonna be honest with you with that too. A lot of you guys been sending me friend requests. I don't know you. I'm not accepting friend requests. All right, because I know a lot of you guys are trolls, and I know this for a fact because the trolls have been trying for a while. We don't answer unknown calls, and we don't accept people that we don't know. I'm just putting it out there. So if I decide to make a secondary Facebook page with just me on there, they'll be totally different. But as far as trying to be friends with me because you guys are trying to get information, that's not going to happen. I have some influx of people that's been sending me friend requests, and I know a lot of you guys are just trolling just to start some shit. And so that don't work in my book. I'm just letting you know. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. So anyway, with all that being said, let's get into it, shall we? So this was the deadlifting session from this past week, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There is no volume. The last couple of videos, some of the songs got my videos partially blocked worldwide, of course, and I knew that was going to happen, but I just want to give you guys a sense of what my music is and how I train. So that's why I did that. Now, in this particular video here, this was past Saturday. What was last Saturday? The 26th? 26th, let me see, the 25th, 26th. Let me look on the calendar here. Memorial Day, I think it was the 25th. I just want to make sure I want to give you guys no wrong date. Yes, the 25th was last Saturday. I weighed in at 174 pounds. I skipped the whole warm-up session. I didn't want to make this video too long. It's really only 9 minutes. And with me talking, ask the camera buff, with me talking, it's going to already be long. It's already 8 minutes, just me doing an opening monologue. All right, so I didn't want to go through all the warm-up sets, and I think from here on out, in all my videos that I've been doing this week alone, I only been doing the working sets. Warm up. All right, warm up. Also, before I forget, I'm also putting untitled videos on YouTube explaining deep into detail how to start to get into shape. It's something that I'm trying to do to give back, right, to those of you that want to get into shape without being scammed by some of the people in the fitness industry. If you join the Discord and go to my health tab, you'll have access to that video. Okay, it's going to be weekly of them coming out. It's going to progress gradually into how to program, what to do, what to look out for. It's going to be a whole little series that I'm working on, but there'll be untitled videos. You won't be able to see them unless you join my Discord. But eventually, I might just make them a members only video, and then you have to become a member to see that. Because once again, I'm a personal trainer. I don't do this for money, but it's my hobby, it's my passion, and I'm not gonna just digurge everything, just to digurge everything. Of course, if you still want custom programs, you have to pay for that. It's not that expensive, believe it or not. It's very, 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 very affordable. I'm not Greg Doucette people, so you have to worry about that. But I just want to put it out there that I am working behind the scenes and I am making content. It's going to be how-to videos coming. And I know it's a plethora of other legit fitness influencers you guys look at, and that's fine. I'm still a tadpole in a big pond, but everybody has their unique way of doing things, and I have my own little spill on doing things, and I'm just trying to give back to the natural community out there. So just want to put it out there. I always put the Discord links in my live stream, so if you want to join Discord, there'll be a time to do it. Very rarely do I put a Discord link in the video down below because, once again, trolls and shit. Savar Matner Fitness at gmail.com. Send me an email anytime you just want some information about things and try to guide you in the right direction. Just trying to give back to the community and just really trying to help people get into shape. So anyway, that being said, top set, the goal was 5 sets, right? 3 to 5 reps, okay? You guys remember my progress. If you've been watching this now for a while, my muscle building series, me getting back into shape from my injuries that I sustained last year, cervical and upper thoracic spine. The first time I did 350, I was only doing 1 rep per set. And then on the last set, and this was a couple weeks back, I got it for a double. So this time I was trying to see if I could do it 3 to 4 reps, up to 5, okay? That was the initial goal for 5 sets, okay? So let's get started with this. And right now, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, touch and go, but I am going to change up. Notice the hip hinges. I'm taking my time. Now, the weight was kind of moving, and that was because my grip wasn't set. So I did a double, okay? Well, yeah, take that back. 2 to 3 reps, but I'm going to try to shoot for 5. Once again, I'm getting my squats mixed up with my deadlifting. So anyway, same thing. Get nice and tight. I'm going to pull it up. Notice my spine, how neutral it is. 350 moving, like I said, I was 174 doing this exercise. Now I'm going to change it up because I haven't did a lot of touch and go work for a very long time with heavy weight. And I'm down like 60 pounds where I used to be, almost 50 to 60 pounds. So I'm going to change it up and do it the old-fashioned way. So lock it out, drop it, and then I'm going to reset myself to get another pull. And what this did was it allowed my back to get a break so I can brace and pull again. So I'm going to do it again. This is set number 4. Boom, pull the weight up, reset, come down, boom. And it allows you to get your body back in the most explosive state because it's a deadlift. It really taxes you when you have to stop and pause, then reset and pull the weight up. And that's with any exercise. So this time, so you know what? I'm going to try to see if I can get it for 3 reps. So 1, reset, set, 2, all right. We're going to reset, come up, 3, boom. And I was very proud of that. First time that I'd done that in a very long time. So I was very happy. Strength's going good. So of course I want to do a drop set, drop down to 250. Just get some volume. And same thing. I'm doing 1 rep, reset, 1 rep, reset. But it's part of a whole set. If you never tried deadlifting like this before, try it. It would tax you a lot better than doing touch and go. Touch and go has its carryover when you're trying to keep the muscle under constant tension. But pausing and resetting and then pulling again, it really taxes your nervous system in a way that touch and go just doesn't. Touch and go really taxes the stabilizer muscles as well as the other muscles. But doing it this way, you're getting the explosive strength from pulling it off the ground. Because you have to reset mentally, physically. The nervous system got to get fried up again. It's a whole nother way of lifting. Then I dropped it down to 185. And I'm going to do a pause, pull, stop, reset, pause, pull. This is to help with the initial pull off the ground as well as getting the lower back strong, right? It's also going to tax the stabilizer muscle. So see how I'm pulling it and I'm pausing for a second before I pull it up. It's a whole different motor skill. So if you never tried doing it this way before, use lightweight at first. Get used to it because it's going to tax the lower back because you're pausing and you're holding the weight, and that's a stabilizer effect that comes in. It's a lot. So I did this for 2 sets as well, just to get some volume in. Once again, I did my top sets, and once again, I meant to say 2 to 3 reps. The goal was 5, but I got 3, and I was happy with that. Next time, I'm going to gradually increase again. Same thing. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Just not touching going. And I'm going to probably deadlift like this for the foreseeable future. If it's very low weight like this, doing touch and go reps is okay because it's not going to tax you as bad, or the risk to reward isn't high like doing it my way. Now, of course, I'm doing my rows, bent over barbell row, and somebody come in on the last video. Now my lower back is taxed, so you see my body kind of twitching. My lower back is taxed, but somebody say, well, you got a little flex in your lower back. That's not my thoracic spine rounding. I have fat that's being housed back there. So my lower back doesn't hurt when I do rolls like this. You have to be at an angle to pull that bar. My spine itself, if you look at my back itself, it's straight. So it's taxing. You do a lot of deadlifting like I just did, and then to try to do rolls, it is taxing. Now you have pendulum rolls, and you have your cable rolls, dumbbell rolls. The barbell row, though, for me, is a good bang for your buck. And then I went up to 140 to try to get some more reps. And like I say, my camera is up at an angle. It's pointing down at an angle. If I would have put it down, I might adjust it next time to lower the stand down low enough and then get it even. You will see that I'm at a good angle. So now I want to do some dumbbell rows just to get some individual work with some stabilizers, taking the barbell away and really focusing on the individual muscles in the upper back as well as the lats. And believe it or not, 30 pounds in this position after you just did what I just did is very taxing. But it's just to get the volume in. Notice I'm letting the dumbbell come down in front of my knees, and I am dragging my elbow back up to the seam of my hip back there to activate the lats as well as some muscles in my upper back at that particular angle. I'm not roaring up. I'm saving that for this upcoming session today. But I did do some Viking press work. Okay, I love the Viking press. Once again, my camera is down at an angle. Some people say we should be directly underneath it. Well, if that's the case, the bar itself will hit before I can get my back fully engaged. So you be at a slight angle, but you arch yourself up to press up, if that makes sense. And I apologize. Everything is buffering as I move. It's enabled. So if I move a certain way, the camera has to adjust and buffer. I apologize about that. But I'm frying my upper back, especially with this particular movement, because that's the way that this move is designed to target your teres minor, teres major, your rhomboids, right? Your infraspinatus, suspinatus muscles that don't really get work. Your rear delt as well, the whole upper back shelf, as well as some of the upper trapezius muscle back here, because the way that you're pressing, the way that you're moving. If you really want to build a upper back, and it's a shoulder builder too, because once again, the weight is being pressed. You're pressing like this here. So it's going to tax the side delts to some extent, the front delts, but the weight really targets the upper back. So it's a good bang for your buck if you have access to that type of handle, right? It's a Viking press handle. It really does wonders for a lagging upper back. Okay, so next I'm going to go over to the cable machine. I'm going to do some lat pull downs. Once again, notice how my elbows is tracking close and back to me. Elbows pointing straight down. That's allowing the cable itself to track right here and touch right here around my nipple line. That's also activating the lats a lot more because the elbows are tucked close. Even though my arm position is wide. Now, behind the neck presses, it's targeting the middle part of the middle part of the upper back a lot more because the muscles are contracted together. I love this movement. I really get a nice stretch with this movement. Take your time with this movement. You ain't really got to go super heavy. Get a nice squeeze in the back. Once again, the front lat pull down. Even though that bar looks wide, it's a small bar. It's not one of the big bars at the gym. The big bars, you go too wide, you're mainly going to be working the upper back of this bar. As far as you can come down, it'll touch right here. My bar is a little bit smaller, so the elbows are more tucked, so it's activating more of the lats. I also have the the V hook to come down with too. I really don't feel a good stretch with that when I do on my machine, but at the gym I do. But you can't see behind my bench where I do my leg extensions on the same cable machine. I can also sit it down there and do rows that way too. And eventually I will do that at the house to show you guys. I used to do it, but I don't have the amount of space. I have to constantly readjust things to do things. Now I actually have more equipment coming. And this is the last set right here, I believe. Once again, it was nothing crazy. Mainly deadlifting, and deadlifting is a full body workout. So yes, it builds your spine erectors, lower back, but it builds overall strength, which has carryover into other exercises like the bench press and the squat. Why? The deadlift teaches the nervous system as well as the muscles themselves to be explosive. And it also teaches you how to deal with heavy loads of weight. Now, of course, you can't assume because you deadlift 400 pounds then sit on the bench try to bench 4 or 5. It doesn't work like that because the bench requires different muscles, same as the squat. But the deadlift builds overall full body strength. Okay, so it does have some carryovers because the nervous system will get used to lifting heavy weight. It just depends on, and that's it. That's the last set. It just depends on. It depends on how you are lifting or what you're lifting. If I'm squatting, right, the muscle that involves a squat is a lot different than the whole posterior chain that requires a deadlift. But since you're used to deadlifting heavy weight, when you get ready to squat, the nervous system, yes, the weight might be lowered a different way, but the nervous system won't be under so much distress from heavy loads because the deadlift is an exercise that you can go kind of, I ain't say kind of, extremely heavy on as you progress in that particular lift, and it will have some carryover. The nervous system, like, hey, I am used to pulling this off the floor, put it on the back. It might be a different oomph, but the body itself, it'll be used to feeling that type of load, if that makes sense. Of course, don't assume because you can deadlift 600 pounds that you can squat 600 pounds. Once again, two different exercises targeting different muscle groups, but the nervous system, the way the deadlift affects the nervous system will have a lot of carryover into the other lifts that you can train to lift heavy on, like the bench press, squat, shoulder press, you name it. So anyway, that is that. Very short, very sweet. And once again, I apologize for the buffering. I have a lot of scenes that's downloaded from Streamlabs, that I'm going to be using throughout my tenure on YouTube, because I know you guys get tired of just seeing my face on the screen. So I'm trying to use different graphics, different things. So sometimes that can slow it down, and then it has to buffer and do a lot of shit. But once again, I got to get back to work, guys. I'm getting ready to go to the gym here in about 2 or 3 hours. I got to get the police videos together. I got to get that content up for my members. Then I got to get the videos together that I'm going to be reacting to. This upcoming live stream is going to be a big one. So my advice to you guys that want to be able to talk, because I'm going to be doing through OBS, you have to go through my Discord. I'm going to try Streamlabs. I'm going to do maybe a test run of Streamlabs to see if the link works so you guys can click. And it'll mainly be a test in the Discord with that. So I'll be putting a link in the Discord. You guys can click and see if it works. And if it works fine, then we'll do a Streamlab. That way, if I put the link into the actual chat, you guys can click, come on, and you can voice your opinion that way. However, if Streamlabs acts wonky, acts too slow on my end, it's not doing the right thing, this will be the last month I'm going to pay $19 if it doesn't do the right thing. And now I'm just going to go with StreamYard, because StreamYard's been getting a lot of good reviews. You just got to pay, I think it's a little bit more than Streamlabs. I'm going to look up and see. I think it's a one-time payment for a whole year. Like Streamlabs, you do monthly. I got Streamlabs Ultra, so I'm paying $19 a month. So I'm going to work it out, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to give you guys better content, better things to do. I also got some collab videos coming up that I'm going to be doing with some people in the Discord as well. Give you guys some of that action. Because like I say, I know you guys get tired of seeing me. But I appreciate the feedback on the muscle building series so far. A few of you guys are watching, telling me good job. I got my cousin, he loves fitness. He always comments on my videos. And so I really do appreciate it that you guys are watching. It's telling me that, hey, my stuff might be working. It gives me more ideas when I deal with actual clients on my end out here on how to manipulate, do things. You know, it's always like tuning a car. You send out a program. Program might need revision after a couple of trials with that person. So you send a new revision out. And then once you get it dialed in, that person's happy. I'm happy. I'm hoping I'm making a change in that person's life so that person can live a healthy lifestyle. That's what true personal trainers are about. Helping and not trying to just rob from people and take money from people, if that makes sense. And sending you a lot of bullshit like that V-Shreds asshole. My hat got crooked. There we go. Falcons, baby. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. That goddamn Vince sent. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Let me get back to work with all the other content. Be on the lookout for my week of training this week to be uploaded next week. One whole video in its entirety, as well as some other content. Prepare yourself for the live stream. Be on the lookout. I'm going to put in my community tabs everywhere the day before. I'm going to try to set everything up leading up to it over the weekend if I don't get to it this evening. And then between tonight and Monday, we'll be rocking and rolling with a live stream. So I'm looking forward to it. And then I'll be on hiatus again from streaming because I'm going to be traveling. So once again, heads up. Next live stream after this one probably won't be till July. Just a heads up. But I will be still making content for you guys to enjoy between the streams. And if taking time to build a stream to be able to do a better stream is something that I might be looking into, then you might want to get 2 streams out the month because, you know, sometimes trying to do a stream every week, you get burnt out from streaming because there's nothing to really talk about. You have to beat dead horses. So when you take a break from streaming, a lot of shit can happen, and then you have some ammo to put into the next stream. So we're going to see how this works out. If a lot of you guys love that, hey, Savar's taking 3-4 weeks off, and that's just by design, I have shit going on. And then I come back and I stream, and you guys seem to enjoy that break from streaming weekly. Like, oh my God, he had so much to talk about. It was awesome. Then we can do it that way. Every 2 weeks or so, I do a stream and still try to do one weekly. And that way you guys can enjoy, sit back, and have a lot to laugh and talk about. And the streams then will be a little bit longer because I have more shit to talk about. So we'll see. This is just by design, though, because I'm a busy guy. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. It's been your boy, Savar Matner. I'll be seeing you guys over the weekend for a live stream. Until then, you guys take care. I'm out, everyone. Peace.